Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, you're welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, you're very much welcome. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut and also sew this beautiful tote bag. And also, if you want to make them in bulk, I can also put you through on how I made it, because I also made them in bulk. So if this is something you're interested in, keep watching. This video is for you. So I bought over 17 trousers, which is approximately how many yards like that? Let's say close to 20 something yards. So that was what I bought, and this material was very thick. I love the material because I've had issue with buying material for tote bag that after sewing everything will just, after washing rather, everything will just become soft. So I was so particular about this material, and I was happy I got this material, which was thick. So after then I started cutting. So as you can see, I've cut them. So those are the hand of the tote bag, that's what I'm separating, and those are the body. So I've cut them. Because of time, I won't be showing you the cutting, but I'll just explain the measurement I do use for my cutting. So now I will measure this. I'll measure this now. It should be like 16 and a half. Yeah, 16 and a half. 16 and a half. Please note that it is folded. The material is folded into two. That's 16 and a half by 14. So if you open up the fabric, that will be 33 inches by 14. So that's that about the body of the tote bag. And this is the hand of the tote bag. So I'll be measuring it to, I think it is 24 and a half inches. 24 and a half inches by 4 and a half. Yes, 24 and a half inches by 4 and a half. So I'll fold them like that and sew. So I'll show you the method I use for the sewing shortly. So the other part of this cutting was this tiny pieces I cut. This is for the turning. You will see that in the video too, for you to understand. So this length can be any length as long as it is enough for you to turn. So it is just by 2.5. Just make sure it is by 2.5 inches. The length you can cut as long as you can cut the length as long as the material you are working on. So now this is how to sew this, sew the sleeve, I mean the hand of the tote bag. Though you fold like that, then you sew with like 1/4 inch towards the tip of that. So you just fold 1/2 inch inside on both sides, then you sew on it. That's how I do it. There is another method I use, which I sew with 1/2 inch then turn. But when I realized I was sewing in bulk for over 40 tote bag, how will I now start turning every single piece? So I just decided to use this method. This one is faster. It will save time. So you just fold 1/2 inch on both sides like that, then you fold it into two, and then you sew. So this method is very fast compared to the other method I was talking about. I actually tried that method after sewing. I thought that would be the method I would use. So when I sewed too, in my mind I just thought about it that, so I will now start turning. Let's say now the bag was 45, that's like 90 pieces for the hand. I will now start turning 90 pieces again. How many hours will I use for that one? So I just decided to use this method, and this was really fast, and trust me, this is the method I will be using. So these are the hand of the tote bag after sewing. As you can see, it is neatly sewn to the edge like that. Yes, so I will show you the method I was talking about earlier. You see this method, like sewing 1/2 inch, then you will now turn. This method is very stressful. You can use it if you are not working on a bulk tote bag. Maybe you are just working on 1 or 2 or 5. So with this now, you have to turn. imagine you start turning from all this and it will take a lot of time. So I would go ahead and turn this now. So this is it after turning. As you can see, it will be neat though, but you can use this method if you are just working on maybe like 10 or within 2 to 10 or just small tote bag. But if you are working on a large order, you can use this. So you can see the difference between the two now. Yes, so any method that works well for you, you go for it. But me, I use the other method as far as this sewing was concerned. So now you measure the tote bag, that 14 inches the width. You take 3.5 to the right and 3.5 to the left too. So to each side you measure 3.5 inches. Then you take the end of the tote bag, then you place it after the 3.5 inches, then you pin it down. The same hand, you also take it and you pin it. Please make sure that you are placing it correctly, because it can be twisted at that end over there. So just make sure you are placing it right. After the 3.5, you place it. Then those tiny pieces I was telling you about that I cut, then that's what you use to turn it. Then you sew with 1/2 inch. I sew with 1/2 inch first. You sew. So when you get to that end, that place you pin down, you can just go back and secure that place well, because some people may pull too heavy the loads that are too heavy in this bag, so it won't just cut and disgrace and embarrass them. So you have to just sew it over again. Sometimes if I'm not working on a bulk order, I do top stitch again, but because this order was much, because of time, I didn't top stitch. Then you fold again with 1/2 inch inside, then you sew. So I'll do this again for the other side for you to understand what I'm trying to explain. So as you can see, it is neatly sewn. This little sewn. So for this other side too, you measure it. It is 14 inches, but this one was a bit more, so I just trim a little bit. It was not straight, so I just trim it a little bit. So you measure 3.5 to one side, and measure 3.5 to the other side. 3.5, 3.5. Then you take the other hand of the tote bag, then you place it after the 3.5 inches. You pin it down. Then you also pin like that. Then you take the tiny pieces you cut out, that's 2.5 tiny pieces, then you place it on it, then you sew with 1/2 inch. Then on that place where the hand is, you go back again to secure the stitches. So after then, you turn again with 1/2 inch. You turn with 1/2 inch. Then you sew. So after sewing, you trim out those rough edges. Then after that, you place them together like that, then you sew with 1/2 inch by the side. You sew with 1/2 inch by both sides, 1/2 inch. The other side again, you sew with 1/2 inch. Yes, because of the way this material is, I will be weaving both sides, because I noticed that this material, if you don't weave it, it will start losing, and I don't want a rough work for my client, so I will weave those sides. So this is the tote bag after sewing. Yeah, I've not weaved it here, so you can see it's very rough, so for it not to be losing and be looking somehow, so I'll just weave it. So I'll just take it upon myself and weave it. Yes, so these are the tote bag after sewing. There were about 40 something pieces. So this is the tote bag after weaving. I've weaved both sides, as you can see. It was weaved neatly both sides. Then this is everything, and I will have to start turning them. I have to turn them one after the other and make sure that all those edges, they come out. Make sure the edges, they come out well. So this is what we have. You can see it is looking really nice, and this is neatly sewed. This will be the neatest tote bag you will ever see. I'm just kidding though, but it was neatly sewn. I really enjoy sewing with this method. It makes my work neat. So this is the tote bag. I've already packed it here, ready to deliver it to the printer that will customize on it. And I also made knapsack too, so the video will be up shortly about how to make the knapsack. So this is me packing the tote bag inside this big nylon. I'm ready to be taken to the printer's shop. Yeah, so this is the tote bag. This is the tote bag, as you can see. After printing on it, this is how it looks. The printing came out well on it. So this is just one of the sample from the tote bag. As you can see, it is looking okay. The size is very okay. The hand too is perfect. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.